guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective for the new moon in Aquarius. We got a super new moon hitting at 3:53 p.m. on the 21st. That's Eastern time. So you want to check your local listings at 1 degree of Aquarius. So right at the beginning of the sign. The sun and the moon will be there together. As I said, Venus and Saturn are already there at a later degree. They're kind of holding hands. So Venus, is love and our giving and receiving of love. And Saturn is a little bit more about responsibility and structure and learning lessons. So the two of them hanging out puts a little bit more of a serious focus on matters of the heart in freedom-loving and very unique Aquarius. So that's what we've got going there. The very next day after, I want to talk a little bit about, Mercury just turned around before this new moon, as did Mars. They're both not really moving very fast at all. They're kind of stuck at about 8 degrees in the signs that they're in, but they're going to start moving right after this new moon. We also have the day after the new moon, Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, will station direct. And at that point, we've got about 3 months, give or take, of free and clear, all planets moving forward. So it's a great time to move forward with plans and ideas. Take those dreams off the back burner, as I have been saying, because the cosmos is supporting us and supporting us with some momentum. So let me talk a little bit about 2 important things happening in Aries. We have Jupiter there. And Jupiter in Aries, it's like the planet of abundance, the planet of manifestation, the planet of expansion. Whenever Jupiter's in the house, when it's retrograde, it's asking us to be careful about not going over the top. When it's moving forward, it's kind of like, hey, just grab on for the ride. Let's go, go, go. So it's in Aries, especially exciting. And we have the moon shortly after, a couple of hours after it's at the peak of the new moon. The moon will be making a very nice aspect to Jupiter. So that's our unconscious awareness tapping in to the power of Jupiter. And then a couple days after the new moon, the sun makes that same aspect. So we have both luminaries connecting with Jupiter just after and a couple days after the new moon. So it's almost like riding the wave into the future. I just kind of love it. I can feel the energy. I really can. The other thing happening in Aries is Chiron is there. So Chiron in Aries kind of has an indirect influence on the new moon because it's connecting with Mars and Mercury. So Mars is the action planet, the planet where we're making decisions, and Mercury is, of course, our communication. So this could point us toward potentially paving the way for some communication breakthroughs, or action, or taking action on communication that needs to happen, that hasn't happened, where talks can take place and real progress can be made in a way that provides deep healing. So I wanted to make you aware of all that powerful Aries action. Okay, moving on to the Oracle. I am pulling from Moonology Manifestation deck. Yeah, I love this new moon. It won't be very quiet. It will be a more active new moon. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, beautiful. So where we've been, make time for self-love, you bet. This has been a theme in a lot of the wrap-up readings from 2022. A lot of the messages were about coming home to self and making time for not just self-love, but for self-care, for sort of letting go of the things that have been weighing you down and dragging you down. And now, where are we now? It says, unleash your kindest self. I like that. Unleash your kindest self. Even though this is a first quarter moon in Capricorn, I kind of feel the Aquarian energy here because Aquarius is the highest expression always involves humanitarian interests in making the world a better place. So I have my feelings that this is about unleashing that part of you that only you in your uniqueness knows what it would call for, what would be called for you to unleash your kindest self. Yes. And then right after that, where are we headed? Forgiveness. Okay, so I think we're kind of coming to this point where we've made plenty of time for some self-love. If you haven't, please do that now. Put that highest on your intention set. Your list of intentions is to make more time for self-love and self-care, because once we fill our own cup, we can be kinder to others, and we can also open our hearts to more forgiveness. So that's really beautiful. Alrighty, so let's see what we've got going on for this new moon in Aquarius. This is the tarot portion. The sun, beautiful. Hello, Leo. So we're kind of showing up. Present energy is beautiful and optimistic. Success is in the air. Blocker challenge. Okay. King of Pentacles could be, around someone showing up for you in 3D. What's the opportunity? Page of Pentacles is the opportunity. So the Page of Pentacles is, taking that first step in a new direction. It could be a message that comes in, something tangible, an opportunity to learn something new even. In our unconscious awareness is the Lovers. So beautiful thoughts about the soul bond. For some of you, it's twin flame, soulmate energy there for sure. In the past, yeah, absolutely. Four of Cups, disenchantment, maybe disillusionment, some form of rejection, unhappiness, possibly around this King of Pentacles even. Now we have in our conscious awareness the Empress. Well, talk about forgiveness and unconditional love, right? Always starting with ourself first. So we're getting a lot of alignment from the Oracle. The Empress is divine feminine energy. Beautiful. Also creative. And then going forward, Eight of Wands. There's our communication, guys. So I love seeing that. And then I'll just pull 3 to see what happens here. Yeah, we've got working through something that wasn't sustainable. We have the Tower, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles, right? Focusing on a creative solution to a problem in a way that it was so difficult that it just kind of collapsed, or you couldn't manage to keep it going. And the World is telling you that is Capricorn and Aquarius right there. The as above and so below of it all, as I like to say. The World is about a Saturnian energy of, yes, what needs to change? What lessons have been learned? What wasn't sustainable? Where do you need to put your focus and attention so that this world begins to turn in a new direction? You turn the page, you turn the chapter, close out old cycles, new cycles begin. It's all right here. Will it take some work and focus? Sure. Eight of Pentacles is about that. But it sort of says it's an opportunity to rewrite your story in this connection, possibly. In a way that brings in more happiness, more positive communication with your beloved. So I'm going to look at, first of all, I want to see the Sun with the King of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords. There's Aquarian energy. I kind of feel like most of us are pretty kind of happy, happy in our own sense of what it is we're working on, working through, self-empowered, autonomous, independent. That Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in this particular deck, is just so beautiful. It's like, everything we touch is kind of golden and optimistic and shows signs of life, if you get the drift. But we got this King of Swords here, and underneath is the Three of Wands. And I feel like the King of Swords is the Aquarian energy coming in, but with it, it's like there's this energy of someone feeling a little remote. Could be you, could be them. But because we have the King of Pentacles in the blocker challenge, it feels like it's coming from that energy. It might be different for some of you. Remember, it's a general reading. So there's some kind of anticipation of someone that's been remote or removed or a little self-isolated coming toward you. That's been the challenge. That's been the challenge. So now we look at the opportunity here with the Page of Pentacles. Well, let me put it this way, a little easier to hold it up for you. Yes, Ten of Pentacles. All right, so you may learn something new about whoever this person is that you're here watching about. You may learn something about why they shut you out. And I am feeling that's the issue because of the Four of Cups in the past. And I feel as if there's something that wasn't, like, you were all interested in moving the relationship forward, looking for like something more long-term, less about dating, more about a solid, conventional, committed relationship here in 3D. That's what was on your mind. That's what you were moving toward. But for some reason, things didn't go that way. I think you're going to learn something new. Jupiter's guiding that path. You're going to learn something about the timing of it all, that the timing was off. So there's an opportunity to learn about something that had you feeling either abandoned or cast aside, you know, dismissed in a way, devalued. Some of you feel connected to the word devalued when I use that for the Five of Pentacles. Also very disenchanted because you had thoughts about a long-term relationship, King of Pentacles, right? So I feel like you're going to learn something new about the timing of that, why that all unfolded in that way. So now let's look at the Lovers in unconscious awareness. Oh, my goodness, guys, so many of you are in this energy of just feeling defeated, rejected, even played. The Lovers here is such a beautiful energy. It is a card of choice, by the way. But something here unfolded in the past. Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Lots of disappointment, a lot of sense of grief and sadness, rejection, abandonment, feeling set up, played, taken advantage of, gaslighted, whatever that is, defeated by someone who was in and out and in and out and in and out. Okay, so that's what I feel is rolling around in unconscious awareness in your psyche. I'm surprised I'm not seeing the Nine of Swords because I'm feeling a lot of people losing sleep over it. This is not a good way to feel. You're feeling better now, so please don't misunderstand. You're coming in with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles, and I'm good, I'm more inspired, I'm feeling like things are starting to click into place, but in unconscious awareness, things that you're still processing, the things I mentioned with Chiron and Aries making nice connections to Mars and Mercury. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I feel like there's possibly an opportunity going forward where you may get to talk through it and sort it all out. But for now, there are reflections from the past that are very unpleasant with regard to this connection. Yeah. Well, there's the Lovers again. Four of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, Lovers. Having all this energy in the Six of Cups, past life soulmate energy, warmth, comfort, emotional balance. And then we get this Queen of Wands coming in reversed with this Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands feeling disempowered, disconnected on an emotional level from the beloved, from the twin, from the soulmate, whatever label you ascribe to it. I feel like underneath there, though, this, you know, the Lover's card is always a card of choice, as I said. I feel like some choices were being made about how you were sitting in that energy, because there's a big shift now. The big shift, as I said, showing up with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles is very positive, very empowered, no longer disempowered, no longer waiting on someone else to usher in a wave of happiness, right? I can find other things to be happy about. There's plenty going on in my life that's warm and wonderful and blissful and shows sign of progress and success, etc. So that's what I feel you're at now, but I also am seeing what you've been working through, possibly for a very long time for some of you. Pentacle energy moves very slow. So the Empress is in your conscious awareness. That is divine feminine. There's the King of Pentacles. There's the Star, Two of Wands. So definitely you're keeping hope alive. That your beloved, this King of Pentacles, will show up in 3D, will make that choice. That is a path that you are walking. And maybe you're not being too... I don't feel a lot of attachment to it. I feel it's a path you've opened to. It's like, if this person returns, that would be just a dream come true. But I'm not kind of pinning all my hope on it. It's not like you've given up hope or lost hope, but there's not attachment to that outcome. It's like, yeah, that would be really nice. Because notice that the Three of Wands is from the bottom of the deck. This can be a card of anticipation. It's also a card of manifestation, of things coming towards you. But it's in your unconscious awareness. It's not something you've been super focused on. That's why I'm saying this is a path, a natural path you've just opened to. It's not a path you're working in a conscious way. It's just something that you've accepted. If this person returned, that would be wonderful. I still have hope and faith that that is a possibility, but no longer attached to it. Let's see the Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups, the Moon, and the Hermit. So I feel like any communication that comes in is going to help explain why someone was, well, first of all, the Nine of Cups is coming through as some form of complacency, right? Almost, it's not coming through as wish fulfillment. It's coming, the conversation might be a wish fulfilled, but it's coming through as there might be an explanation about the fear that someone had and why they stayed where they did, why they went off the grid. This could all be a conversation about the separation or the perceived separation. What was unfolding at the time that created that sense of fear or the need to kind of pull out of a situation, go underground, go off the grid, however you want to say it. In other words, the Hermit underneath suggests that somebody kind of retreated. I don't know that it was you. I feel like we're talking about someone here that hasn't shown up for you here for a long time, some of you for quite a long time. And while your life is moving forward and you're doing fine for yourself and you've got your sense of power back, you're still processing how that impacted you. That's why I see the communication piece as all about why that even came to pass. Why did somebody withdraw, pull away, ghost you, abandon you, shut you out, shut you down, get icy, whatever the situation is for you? Because I feel like whoever it is did so for a very big reason. Tons of fear, potential insecurity about a situation. If there was any third party, I'm not seeing any signs of it, but there, have been many instances of third party energies in the various, zodiac sign readings I do. If any of that was in play, could have been fear of the other person involved. So that's why I'm saying, because it might have been unsustainable. We have the Tower here. We have the World card closing out one cycle so a new cycle can begin. Lessons learned and working through those challenges. So let me pull some clarifiers for that. What did I just say? Third party. There's the Three of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, this has been going on for a long time. For those of you with third-party situations, you're getting confirmation of that here. That could have been what shut things down. I feel like some of you, this has happened a while ago. You've been patiently waiting for the tides to turn, right? The World card for that chapter to close out so a new cycle can begin. For others of you where there's not third party, I feel like things wanting reconciliation and patiently waiting for reconciliation and not giving up. That Four of Pentacles, sometimes it's about, retreating and putting up, putting up walls, being very guarded. Other times it's holding on to something you value. So I'm seeing that as a possibility too. And that you've patiently waited and now you have this new cycle and you may finally get the reconciliation from this Tower moment or whatever happened, that what you thought was stable and possibly leading to a long time partnership, why it came apart, why it wasn't the right time. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. Okay, so I'm seeing that both ways. I'm leaving that a little bit loosey-goosey because it is a general reading for the collective. So take that as it resonates for you. But there is something you will be able to work through here. Look how beautiful that card is. As we move forward and as this conversation or communication opens up and unfolds, there will be a lot you will learn. Okay, so that's what I have for the main part of the spread. Let me give you the astrology that showed up, but also there is a link below to the extended, which is for all zodiac signs. I go around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, so you each get your own little mini reading based on this reading predominantly, but for the extended, I'm focusing on the Aquarian energies. So I'm going to be looking inspired by the Ace of Swords. Is there something like a truth bomb that may come in? Is there a sudden potential insight, epiphany, or information that you may receive? Something unexpected, maybe a change of plans or a turn the page kind of moment with the Fool. And also the third position will be the Star. What kind of miracle or dream might unfold for you? Dreams come true. We have the Star right here with the Empress and the King of Pentacles. So that's what the extended will be like for all signs. The link to that is below. If you're in the channel membership, it does take me a while to upload the extended into YouTube. So don't worry, it's coming. For those of you who just purchase it as a one-off, in the description box are the timestamps. You will need to copy and paste that and then move your cursor to wherever you want to go. It's good for all signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, welcome. Okay, that's what I have for you. Let me tell you the astrology. I almost forgot to do that. We have the Sun, which is Leo. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. King of Swords is Aquarius. The pages are all signs. So Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarian energy. The Lovers is out twice. That's Gemini. We've got the Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. Queen of Wands is Aries. Empress is Taurus and Libra. That is a card of Venus. The King of Pentacles is out twice. I think I said that's Taurian energy. The Star is more Aquarius. The Moon is Pisces. Hermit is Virgo. Tower is Aries. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. And that's what I've got for you. Okay? So the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, new moon blessings to all. Set those intentions. Bye for now.